The last video ended with a batch of MFN books being listed that were to be sold on Amazon but picked, packed, and shipped by me as a merchant. There was also a batch of books in the process of being listed on Amazon that were to be part of an FBA shipment. The FBA books have a status of listed in M2 at this point, and the MFN books have a status of active. This video will explain how to use M2 to prepare and send an FBA shipment of listed books. First, we will give the shipment a name and choose books to assign to it. The books eligible for assignment were already flagged as FBA and listed in the previous video. During this step, labels with SKUs will be printed off that will be fixed on each book. I'll place the labels on the books off camera. Having created and named the shipment, one or more boxes will be set up in M2, including entering box dimensions and weight. After boxes have been described, books will be assigned to each box in M2. Off camera, I'll place my books into boxes in the order they are assigned during this video. Labels printed off during the boxing process will be placed on the boxes of books. Finally, the shipment information, including box content details, will be sent to Amazon and finalized. Later, after the video is over, the boxes will be taken to a carrier for delivery to Amazon. Let's get started. I've just signed back into M2 after listing all of the FBA books I intend to ship today. The first thing I see in the dashboard is my batch of FBA books with a status of listed. To arrange for a shipment of listed books, I'll first click on the Ship Books to Amazon FBA button. When the FBA shipment management window opens, all the books available to ship appear under Books to Box Up. The Books to Box Up panel, in addition to providing information about available books, has an Add Delete drop-down menu, checkbox column, and an Edit button in each row. I sometimes use the Edit button to make last-minute adjustments to prices, but that won't be necessary this time. Even though only 10 of the listed FBA books are being displayed in the Books to Box Up table, there are a total of 53 entries, all of which are eligible for being shipped. I'm going to change the Show Entries number to 100 so that all of the listed books can be seen here. Now, as the first step in putting my shipment together, I can click on the topmost checkbox and all the listed books will be selected. When I'm working on more than one shipment at a time, which isn't the case here, I won't check all of the books that appear under the Books to Box Up heading. Having selected books for my shipment, I need to give it a name, so I click on Start a Shipment. I'll just call this the tutorial shipment and click on the blue button. Upon closing the Add Shipment pop-up, an active shipment panel can be seen. Under Shipment Summary and Log, I can see there are no boxes in the shipment, 0 books, and the status of the shipment is open. There is nothing to be seen under Shipment Details because I haven't added any books to the open shipment yet. I'll return to the Books to Box Up table and use the drop-down to add all of the books to the shipment that I checked earlier. When I view Shipment Details, I can see all of my listed books have been added to my open shipment. Now I need to let Amazon know an FBA shipment is being assembled. I click on the Create button and M2 begins the process of letting Amazon know what my shipment name is and which books I'll be sending. Notice that the shipment status has changed from open to working. The Print button for the shipment is now enabled. When I click on Print, a PDF appears with a label for each book that I will ship to Amazon. When I clicked Create, Amazon returned a series of SKUs that must be used for labeling each book that will be in my shipment. M2 arranges the SKUs with barcodes in a 30 label per sheet format. I'll print the labels off at this point and pause the video to place them on the books I'll be sending to Amazon. As you can see, Amazon has returned information to M2 about where my books should be sent and the number of books to be sent to a specific destination. In this case, all 53 books are to be sent to the same Amazon distribution center, but that isn't always the case. If Amazon had requested the books in the shipment be split between 2 destinations, there would be more than one row in the shipment destination log table. The number of books Amazon decides should be sent to each destination can affect the number of boxes sent to a particular location. Make a note of the center ID associated with a location. The center ID will be used when boxing up books. Time to box up some books. As I looked at my pile of now labeled books and decided how to box them up, I took into consideration that FedEx, the Amazon partnered shipper I chose, charges extra for boxes over 50 pounds. I decided to split my books between 2 medium-sized heavy-duty boxes I bought from Home Depot to stay under the 50-pound limit. I weighed both of the boxes in advance so I wouldn't slow down this video for that process. The dimensions for the boxes are written on their sides. Now I'm ready to click on the Add a Box button. I enter the box dimensions and weight and then click on Submit, and M2 returns a box ID. In addition to the ID being returned, the box appears in the Boxes to Ship table. I add the information for the second box and then close the box details window. If you need to make last-minute adjustments or changes to box details for some reason, just click on the Update button in the Box to Ship table. If you have to completely redo a box, just click Delete and start over again. My boxes don't need any changes, so I will move on to the Assigning Books to Boxes process. I'll expand the Shipment Details section so that I can view all of my books. I have a little over 25 books in each box, so I'll adjust the Show Entries value to 25 so that I can more quickly assign books to a specific box. I click on the topmost checkbox to select all the books currently being displayed. Next, I click on Box or Remove and use the drop-down to select Box 27 as the destination for the books I just checked off. The status of the selected books changes from planned to boxed. I want to continue adding books to boxes that are still in a planned status, so I type planned in the search text box to find the books that are planned but not boxed yet. I select the next 25 books and use the drop-down to add those books to box 28. At this point, there are only a few more books left to assign to boxes. I'll add a couple of the books to box 27 and the last to box 28. As you can see, there are no more books in a planned status at this point. They are all boxed. The number of books in each box can be seen in the Boxes to Ship table. Now that all of the books are assigned to boxes, I'm ready to send my shipment to Amazon, which, of course, means I should click on the Send a Shipment button. After I click on Send a Shipment, you can see that M2 is busy communicating with Amazon. Once M2 and Amazon are done exchanging information, the charge amount for the shipment is available. If the amount to be charged for the shipment isn't acceptable, there is still the option of deleting the shipment. I have no intentions of deleting my shipment, but I do need to print off shipping labels to place on my boxes. I click on Print in the row found under the shipment destination log, and a PDF appears with a label for each box that I will take to FedEx. I'll place the labels on my boxes off camera. Next, I have to decide if I want to finalize my shipment. Once I click the Final Approval button, I won't be able to reverse the shipment or avoid being charged. The charges are acceptable to me, so I go ahead and click Final Approval. I am all done with my tutorial shipment. My boxes are ready to be taken to my shipper of choice, which in this case was FedEx. The progress of my shipment can be viewed in the FBA Shipment report. In the next video, I'll cover how to use M2 to mail a book to a customer in response to an order I've received for a merchant-fulfilled book I am keeping in my own storage space.